Hey everyone, thank you for joining the group. I'm very excited that all of you have taken the step to become a bit more healthier on this journey. It's not an easy one, it's a hard one. It took me a long time, actually, it has taken me years, and it has been trial and error how to get to where I am today. I am not a nutritionist, I am not an expert. I'm just an expert of what's good for me and my body. I want to share with you guys a little bit about my story and some of the things that I'm going to share here. It's not something that I share publicly in Facebook, so I feel more comfortable sharing in a smaller group setting. But about 10, 11 years ago, I actually 11 years ago now, I woke up in the middle of the night and I had chest pains. I remember it was about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and I thought that I was having a heart attack. I was not 30 years old yet. I had a newborn, and I just felt horrible. I remember that I woke up my husband and I said, "Listen, I think I'm having a heart attack. I can't breathe. My chest is hurting. In my mind, my arms were numbed. We need to go to the hospital ASAP." Um, so we get to the hospital and they take me in and they run all these tests on me. And the doctor didn't find anything. I didn't have any cardiac issues. Of course, it was not my heart. Um, but they started asking me questions. And one of the questions was, my digestion. And I always had a problem with my digestion. I always thought that was normal. um, but I did say to the doctor that in the few recent months, I was going to the bathroom, the number two, with blood, and I knew it was not normal, but I didn't have the time to actually go see a doctor because I didn't think that it was that bad. Yeah, crazy, I know. Um, but they decided to go ahead and run an endoscopy and a colonoscopy on me and while I was at the hospital. And what they found, the results came back that I had, yes, I had gastritis, I had ulcers, I had a bunch of things, but they wanted me, they could not grasp, and thank God my colon was healthy, but they couldn't grasp why I was actually going to the bathroom with blood. So I was referred to a nutritionist, and the nutritionist ran an ALCAT test on me, and basically they wanted to know if I had any um, allergies or intolerances to certain types of food. Um, so it came back that I didn't have any food allergies, but I had it seemed like I had a bunch of intolerances. So I was recommended to do an elimination diet, and that was the diet of hell, or from hell, I should say, because in the next 60 days, I had to eliminate from my diet meat, which I loved. I had to eliminate from my diet dairy, lactose, and anything that was red. They needed to see that if I by eliminating anything that was red, I would continue to go to the bathroom, you know, and that would bleed. So again, with 60 days of hell, I did not know what to eat or how to eat. And the nutritionist helped, but she wasn't. There was something that was missing. Um, there was a click that was missing. She did not get me. She didn't get. She didn't understand my eating habits, and so I had to do a lot of research on my own. Um, what I later did was, after the elimination diet, I had to reintroduce those foods back to my diet, little by little, and see what was, how my body was feeling. So we realized there was a lot of foods that was toxic, they were harming me, and those foods were eggs. Was the red meat. I could not eat pork. Mind you, I'm Cuban, and most Cubans eat pork. Um, I could not eat anything that was any red sauce, any marinara sauce. Tomatoes back then I had to completely eliminate it. And the worst one for me of all was cheese, because I love cheese. So, I noticed that when I would drink milk, I would get very bloated and I started having rashes on my skin. So, no milk. I noticed that eating tomatoes was okay. I wasn't bleeding when I was going to the bathroom, so that got to stay. But I noticed that dairy would come and go depending on the cheese. and depend on the brand of the cheese, either I will bloat, or either it would be okay for me. So it was a lot of note taking and a lot of research. And today I'm going to share with you guys what works for me. Necessarily it's not going to be working for you, but at least I'm going to guide you, in the right direction. I want to see that you can actually make some changes to your daily diet that's going to benefit you. But you need to take charge. You need to take control of your own health. This is not about looking good in the outside and feeling phenomenal, being 10, 5, or 25 pounds less. This is about feeling good when you eat. If you eat and you feel like crap afterwards, whatever you're eating, it's not good. It's not a good match for you. So this is what needs to change. I'm going to provide you with as much tools as I can to lead you in the right direction. But I really urge you that you need to be your biggest advocate when it comes to your health. So I'm going to leave you with this, and I would like to take the time now to have you guys introduce yourself, to one another in the group, and share a little bit about you, why it's so important for you to be healthy. Again, I want us to focus on our health, not so much on our looks. So I'll leave you up. I'll leave the forum open for you guys to share, a little bit about you and on the comments below. Thank you so much again for being part of the group, and I look forward to posting and interacting with you guys in the next few days. Stay well.